wanted it, folks, you got it. I didn't think this many people really wanted it, but here it is. Deep Sea Nekroz combo tutorials. Let's get it. Alrighty folks, here we are in the laboratory where good things happen. I have 2 combos for you guys regarding Deep Sea Nekroz stuff. This is going to be some good stuff, guys. Yeah, you're going to love it, man. So, for those of you who don't know, this can be a different, could potentially be another build of Nekroz that you would want to potentially end up running because of what the Deep Sea engine provides. So I want to show you that here today. We're going to open 4 more cards. Hey look, double Diva, and we drew an Aria. But we're not going to use this. We're going to use this in like maybe a second combo, it's fine. So we're going to normal summon this Diva. For those of you who play Mermills or played against Mermills, you already know how this combo line typically works. You summon Neptibus. For those of you who don't, you can activate Neptibus effect. You can send an Atlantean monster from deck to grave as cost to add an Atlantean from deck to hand. Since Dragoons got sent to activate a water monster effect, i.e. water monster cost, you can add a Sea Serpent from deck to hand, which is going to be a Deep Sea Minstrel. We can then activate Deep Sea Minstrel, discard it and a water as cost, look at your opponent's hand, and rip the best card from it. So if there is a Nib or an Imperm or whatnot, you take it out of their hand. If they don't have any hand traps, you take the worst card from their hand. The reason being is because that will further increase the chances of you hitting the better cards with things like Moen Glacia and Omega. So with the second Dragoons, we're going to have Moen Glacia, and we're going to take this tuner, non-tuner, and we're going to make a Crystron Needle Fiber. Needle Fiber is going to activate its effects and summon out 8001. Let's go. Now, here, this is the only other time we're gonna have to drop Moen Glacia because we have exactly 5, and if we make an Auroradon, there will be 6 waters in grave. We'll also activate the Deep Sea Aria, but we're operating as if we don't have it. So, we ripped 2 cards from our opponent's hand by summoning Moen Glacia. So, you know, since you ripped the worst card from their hand, that just increased the odds of you hitting their better cards. Auroradon summons 3. 001 comes out. Let's see. What do we want to summon? I think from here we want to... Honestly, I really want to make level 7 Synchros. Like, I feel like I want to have space for a level 7 Synchro due to this kind of situation, because yeah, you rip 2, but you know that opens up other issues. So let's see. Yeah, it does open up other problems because you really want to Cupid pitch last. You know what I mean? So it's like, what, you make 3, 6, 9, 10? That would just be Auto Baron, which is nice. Auto Baron is nice. Like, that's cool. You set up a negate. But then you're solely depending on, you know, other stuff. But in this case, we do have a Pencil Plume in hand. So I don't know if you guys want me to play it out. Like, there's other ways to summon monsters. We play plenty of incantations. So, you know what? I'm going to do it that way just to show you another line of play. Like a different line of play that you can make or go for. So, you know what? We're going to sink all of those tokens and then 001 into a Baron. This sounds so bad. But, watch this. We're going to activate Pencil Plume. We're going to reveal Valk. Summon this. And summon Talismandra. Talismandra's effect activates. And we're going to add a monster. So we can add Brio, Colossalus, whatever. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add Brio because Brio gets you to any monster or any spell or trap. Now, we're going to activate Baron, and we're going to pop, like, any of these other ones. It doesn't matter what you pop because you kind of need... You need the space. You want Baron to really be the only other thing that you want to have on the field. So you use Auroradon, tribute the other incantations. and you summon Cult Wing. You do have to forfeit your battle phase the next turn, but honestly, I think it's more than worth it. So you're gonna summon, and you're gonna summon. You're gonna go 001. Special summon. Synchro 4. Gonna make a Cupid Pitch. You're gonna make this a level 5. And you're gonna sink into a Psyframe Omega. Now, Cupid Pitch is gonna burn for 8, and it's gonna add. Now notice we haven't summoned any Arc Lights. And you can go into Arc Lights and stuff. But honestly, this is likely the better option. So we're gonna add Creation Resonator. Again, another reason to play a level 7 Synchro right here. Yeah, so when I, earlier when I was trying to play the combo out, I was in the same scenario and I went Cupid Pitch first. Right? And then I made Omega, banished it, and then used Cult Wing to tribute 2. Summon Cult Wing for multiples. The problem is, I couldn't make Cupid Pitch anymore, and I would only make Arc Light, and this thing was just kind of stuck in hand. Right? Because, yeah, it was just stuck in hand. It was crazy. Maybe I could have just kept this on the board a little bit longer. Like, who knows? But no, based on how full the field was, I would have to like summon Arc Light. And the other 2 tokens, if I tributed those for Cult Wing, the Molten Glacier would have still been there. So I needed to clear like another space. Like, it's insane how much space this stuff takes up. But you know what? It's enough of that. So what we're gonna do from here is we're gonna summon this. And you know what? I think I'm going to end up cutting something in the extra for, like, let's say a Dawn Dragster. Because, yeah, that's kind of ridiculous how I don't have a level 7 sync, especially with this. So, I think Dawn Dragster will find its way in. And that will be that. So, you've ripped a bunch of cards, and you, like, let's say you do make a Dawn Dragster. You rip, you've already ripped 2 with Molten Glacier. If you still didn't get the good card, this definitely increases your odds of getting it. Again, assuming your opponent didn't drop any hand traps or any of that other funny stuff. So, yeah. Do I even have the ability to summon Valk? Let's see. Let's see. If I Brio and Colossalist, that would give me a 6 or 3. 3 and a 5, or yeah, I don't have a 5 in here. If I Brio, it'll be 6 and a 2. I don't have a 2 on the field. So I wouldn't be able to summon Valk unless, hold on. Discard Brio. Let's see. Do I have the option to go to exceed the level? Curious. If I go Mirror. Let's see Mirror. Nope, it has to be exactly the level. That's a bummer. So, yeah. That sucks. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a bummer. So what, I'm going to add Colossalist, discard Colossalist to add, what, Cycle? And just negate an attack? Since my opponent can battle? I mean, that's fine, I guess. I don't really need that, though. But, you know what? That's it for combo number 1. Let's move to combo 2. Alright, here you go, guys. Combo number 2. Combo number 1. What I should have done, instead of adding Brio, probably added the Incantation Child Slime, you know, get Kandal for Inception, and then summon Valk and draw a couple cards to boot. So, lesson learned, but anyway, this is like the boozy way to get to your combo. And let's say you don't open Diva, all you need to do is really just open Arya. And let's say we open any one of the other pieces that we want to search, whether we open Minstrel or we open Molten Glacier. What can we do then? So I'm gonna show you in just a second. Go discard this. I think I want to add Mirror. I think Mirror is the best thing you want to add, honestly. Not necessarily Kaleidoscope, because you don't want to set up like a board and then summon Unicorn, turn everything off. You know what I mean? So now we're going to activate Deep Sea Aria, banishing the Colossalus. So now we don't have to worry about, you know, regulating our numbers in the grave, because Aria kind of just fulfills that. Normal summon Diva, you know the drill. Summon. Ooh, finding a Neptibus is hard. Neptibus effect, dump goons, add goons. Goons effect will add Mullen Glacia, right? Since Minstrel's already in our hand. We're going to discard the Minstrel and the goons. We're going to look at our opponent's hand, hit the best card. Now we're going to go Goons effect again. We're going to add Lapis Dragon this time. Then we're going to go Lapis Dragon effect, and we're going to special summon. Now we're going to link these off and summon a Crystal Needle Fiber. Needle Fiber effect will go and summon a Despot. Now, in this scenario, you may not even be able to drop this Mullen Glacia purely because of the fact that if you drop Mullen Glacia and you make Auroradon, you're just going to summon the tokens without even summoning the 001. Which may or may not be the worst. Let's see, hold on. Summon Mullen Glacia, Auroradon, 0-0, okay. Yeah, you won't even be able to do that. So, if there is another way to pull waters out of the graveyard, actually I think there is. I think there is a way to pull waters out of the grave. Bear with me, guys, because we do have an Emerald in here. I think I know how. So we're going to go Auroradon, so we might have to play a combo differently this time. Summon, 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 0-0-1 effect is going to summon itself. We're going to use the Diva and the token. And we're going to make a TG Hyper Librarian. Right? Now, we're going to synchro another token and a 0-0-1 into a Herald of the Arclight. Oh, you know what I realized? We didn't actually draw like 2 other cards. But, yeah, let's go and do that. Candle, Unicorn. We don't really even want to use Unicorn because you don't want to turn your stuff off. So, now we're going to use, also, since we made Arclight, we draw another card. Another Aria, we already used it, that's fine. So, Aurora Plane is going to tribute and summon out a Cult Wing. Cult Wing is going to activate, but Arclight is also going to activate. And that is going to give us an Incantation Inception. So we can summon any ritual we need, any ritual we want from our hand. We already have a Candle, so we're gonna add Inception. So we already know we're going to drop incantations to the board and summon a Talisman and get a search. So why not set yourself up, right? So, but before now we're gonna resolve this. Summon the tokens and go 0-0-1. Summon itself out. Now we're gonna summon our Cupid Pitch. 4. Okay, Cupid Pitch has been summoned. We're gonna make this Cupid Pitch a level. Yeah, we're gonna make her a level 5 still. We're gonna make an Omega. Cupid Pitch is gonna burn, and she's gonna search. Oh, before any of that, I have to draw a card with Cupid Pitch. Then, Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, search. Let's see, adding. Where are you at? Yeah. Resonator. Now we're gonna draw a card. In this situation, we actually do want Kaleidoscope for Unicorn. Not only will it give us another search, but it gives us another level 4 we need to regulate the graveyard. So, let's see if we can draw like another incantation that we can tribute. So we drew Val. We don't necessarily, we have Prep, which is nice, but we already used Colossalus. and you don't really. So we're gonna have to prep for a candle at this point. We're not necessarily gonna even end up summoning 2 imps this time. But if we do that, we can't drop Unicorn. Let's see. Yeah, we still can. We have Valk in hand. This literally, I can't believe this stuff actually depends on the rest of my hand. It's crazy. Where is Chalice Slime? And since we're going to use Inception, we're probably going to use Inception's effect to send and summon out a Talismandra. Before we do any of that, we're going to activate Omega, and we're going to rip another card from our opponent's hand. So, now we're going to activate Chalice Slime. And we're going to send, like, let's say the useless Aria. Oh, hold on. We're done synchroing. We will forfeit our chance to summon this if we don't. So we're going to summon it first. Then, we're going to synchro. We still want to keep the space. Keep the space. I'm messing up, guys. It's been a while since I played this deck, so forgive me. So we're going to go Savage. Put 2 counters on it. Now we're going to activate Omega. Rip the second card from our opponent's hand. Now we're back to where we started. So we discarded the Aria. And we're going to summon Candle. Alright. Candle's effect is going to activate. And that is going to allow us to search a Kaleidoscope. Wait, hold on. I don't even know. No. Kaleidoscope's not. No, Kaleidoscope's not needed. It's not needed. Like, at all. That's fine. We'll still add the Kaleidoscope anyway. But what we are going to do, instead of Kaleidoscoping for Unicorn, we can Inception for Unicorn. Inception, drop Unicorn. Okay. Inception's back in the graveyard. We'll be able to use this later. But we're going to overlay into a deck also Emerald. And we're going to activate Emerald's effect. We're going to detect Unicorn. And what we are going to do is count all the waters that are in our grave. Well, this is actually out of our grave now. And so from there it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, this is also banished when it leaves the field, isn't it? No, only if it's added from grave to hand. Okay. Well, you can reveal this card, especially some of this card potential. Oh. We didn't even need to do any of this, like this whole time. Made Savage, got the other water out. I could have dropped Mullen Glacier at any time. But you know what? This is fine. I'll do this anyway. Emerald will go ahead and shuffle back. Let's see, a Candle, an Arc Light, and we can shuffle back a... What's good, honestly? Maybe a Minstrel to hit another card, I guess? We'll shuffle back Minstrel so we still have 5. Shuffle all these back. Yeah, we are terrible at this deck, man. Crazy how bad we are at this deck. Alright, we're going to draw a card. Hey, Talismandra, we don't want to see this, though. We want to summon it. Alright, now we're going to drop Mullen Glacier. We're going to rip the other 2 cards. 2 more cards out of the opponent's hand, so that's 4. Now what we're going to do is... I could just Pencil Plume. It didn't Talismandra later. Yeah. I'll Pencil Plume. Or use Inception effect. Send this. Add this back. Summon Pencil Plume. Pencil Plume effects will... no. I could either Pencil Plume, add back Unicorn, summon Unicorn, add, and then use Talismandra. I mean, that sounds kind of dumb though. But we're going to do it anyway. We're going to add Unicorn. And then we're going to activate Kaleido. We're going to send Arclight for Unicorn. Arclight effect is going to activate. This is going to allow us to search another card. So we are going to search. We're going to add Trish, Gungnir, there's a lot of things we can add. But honestly, since we have like a mirror, we can mirror for like, let's say, we're going to have Brio. Alright, we're going to discard Brio. And we're going to add Shirt. We're going to add Shirt since we already have mirror. Bear with me for a second, guys. Okay. Next, we are going to... I would love to Inception now. Probably still will. Yeah. Tribute. Yeah, we're going to Inception. We're going to Tribute above that number. For Valk. Activate Valk, Tribute Unicorn, Tribute Shred, draw 2. We went through the deck. So we're going to pick up 2 more cards. Hey, this is what we wanted. This is what we really wanted to summon, but and we can still summon it. Shred effect. This is what it was going to search, but now I'm just going to add Trish. Trishula is going to hand. Right. Now we're going to activate Mirror. This is a level 10. I can just banish Brio and Unicorn and save the Shirt for like a Trish. Inception is still a year, so I can Inception and summon a Bookstone, bring this back, and banish this with Trish. So that's a good plan. So we're going to summon this. So now that this is set, we have a Monster Negate and Omni Negate. We ripped 4 cards from our opponent's hand still. We're probably just going to Tribute Valk for the Negate so Omega comes back to our field. So because we always want to keep at least one open spot. So, actually, no, we would just probably Tribute off on... We'd probably just Tribute off Emerald, if we're really being honest, because we want to clear more space to draw more cards if we need to. So, I hope you like this, guys. It's kind of weird. Like, honestly, I didn't realize how important the rest of your hand was based in the ability to structure your plays was going to be. I didn't realize that, so that's my bad. This probably took way longer than what it needed to. But I think this is important. This is both a learning experience for both you and me. So take it as you will. I probably would just probably distribute this off honestly, just so I can get more of my incantation resources back and have a better grind game. But anyway, that's it for the double combo tutorial, guys. I hope you guys like the TG Librarian side of things, and so you can do the Librarian stuff and still rip cards. Come to find out. So yeah. Good luck out there. Okay, here we are. Unexpected, but here it is. Deep Sea Nekroz. The combos are nice, right? Deep Sea Nekroz is a deck where it is still a Nekroz deck to its core, but it does utilize the Deep Sea engine as a form of baiting out all kinds of disruption from our opponent and or minimizing our opponent's hand to ensure that your Nekroz stuff sticks more. The likelihood of the Nekroz stuff sticking is a higher likelihood. We all know that Nekroz, even a couple of years ago, was pretty decent, but now, with the stuff going on, even ending on things like Unicorn or Unicorn plus other things, isn't necessarily the greatest and can still get dealt with fairly easily. So, with that in mind, with that knowledge, the Deep Sea engine helps with that drawback of Nekroz. You know, minimizing the hand makes Nekroz a little bit easier to do their thing, and it also sets up for future follow-up. Well, I'm not going to say too much more, guys. Let's go ahead and get straight on to the lab. Alright, folks, that's it. that's Deep Sea Nekroz in a nutshell. I hope you guys learned a little something. I know I did. I know I learned some things from that Deep Sea Nekroz. It is a very fun deck. Again, I think in time as more people play it, it will be more of a... It could be more of a mainstay. Like, I like the Dogmatica stuff, right? The Dogmatica stuff is fine. It's okay. But it's just like not... Oh, man. Dogmatica, it feels kinda... It's good, but it doesn't feel like it's enough, if that makes any sense. It doesn't feel like it does the job of actually keeping the opponent back. But, there is a new Dogmatica ritual out of Battle of Chaos that I actually need to check out. So, with their other Dogmatica ritual, maybe we can play pre-preps. I don't know. I want to test other things like the Transonic Bird, because Transonic Bird seems insane to be able to send any ritual spell from deck to grave and just ritual someone on the opponent's turn. You know, and then when it's triggered, you negate a card. Again, I'm pretty sure summoning Magician of Black Chaos Max is insane, right? Like, am I tripping? That card's still nice, right? I mean, I plan on maybe doing some Transonic Bird stuff for things like Drytron, but this is all besides the point. That actually proves another point that there's oodles and oodles of ways to play Nekroz. You can still summon Megas aboard and rip your opponent's Phoenix Enforcer out of their extra deck, as well as like 7 other cards, if you so choose. Beware of Ghost Ogre though, because Ghost Ogre is still being played. But again, something you can do if you so choose. Too many ways to play Nekroz. There's not really one streamlined way. I don't even think there's one optimized way to play the deck anymore. There's so many. You could play the Brave stuff in Nekroz if you really wanted to. If you really wanted to, you could play the Inventor stuff in Nekroz and be fine. With like as a complementary negate engine for other like shenanigans that you want to play. But it just goes to show how flexible the deck is. If you're playing 60 cards, of course, or more than 40. Honestly, I feel like Nekroz should be like the massive toolbox of just a big pool of resources that you can use. But anyway, that's it for me. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are regarding Nekroz and particularly Deep Sea Nekroz down in the comments below. I'd love your feedback. I'm going to check them out. I'm going to get to them. I'll respond to them. Do you like it? You love it? If there's any improvements, what kind of improvements would you make to the deck? With that being said, guys, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. This is J Money, and I am signing out.